I listen to a fleeting sound, a rarefied melody, transpiring from the reeds, a soulful word. I hear a secret beneath dark waters. Reaching the surface, it is confided to me in the flourishes of bright leaves. Now returning, words into a verse, I wonder what mysteries lie beyond the inner sanctum where I breathe my song. Glimpsing budding flowers, I conceive a wistful thought, and I wonder how our imagination can blossom and nourish our understanding. I feel a distance, out of fascination with what I see, and I marvel at nature's delicate creations, only observing, then returning me to myself, free.
Light winds, waves gently caressing the grains of sand. The sun's disk smiles at us from afar, its cheeks flushed with shyness at our lingering gaze. Strangers we walk without direction, leaving our steps like a story written spontaneously. But the waves touch it word by word, as if it never existed. We do not write the story to preserve it, nor to record it. We write it to live, to be here, as we are, free like the wind.
Through a window, an onlooker at an empty street, gleaning what I can from the surrounding scene. Brought to familiar places, I remember how I was inspired by the secrets that transpired, emanating, capturing a memory. And as I reflect where I could be, I feel like I can be brought out of my reverie.
To cross the borders of what is whispered unto you, to write what you wish, as you wish. No rules to bind you, no judgment to shadow you. To write simply because your heart leans to it, to paint because joy moves through your hands, to keep going and going and going, for there is a quiet harmony between what drifts through your mind, what your hands bring into the world, and that, on its own, is enough to make you an artist. The reflection. I truly wished to write this without casting my own shadow upon the page. I longed for a voice that was general, objective, detached from the burden of personal experience.
I have a dream of something I want to believe, something that can release me from what I already know, something that can allow me to be free from the present moment.
Yet, the moment I begin, I find myself returning to the self, to what I see, what I feel, what I think. Perhaps because authenticity in its essence cannot be severed from the soul. How can we speak of truth while standing outside the very being we strive to become?
Presence. I thought I knew all along. I just couldn't see the connections or the source, the outline of a world That is all that appears to me now.
The mask. We hear it often, that famous phrase, be yourself. At first glance, it seems intuitive, easy, perhaps even worn down to a cliché. It falls from the mouth of life coaches, therapists, and even friends who may not grasp its weight. But is it truly so simple? Do we actually exist as ourselves, or do we unknowingly wear masks drifting along with the currents of what is deemed normal, correct, or accepted?
I try to be here, focus on the present, but now there are things I cannot know, something that shatters my world.
The divergence. To speak of authenticity is not a linguistic luxury, nor a poetic caption for public consumption. It's an existential question.
Its content is missing. Its context is there, but it's outside me. Sometimes there is a window into my present need. Yes, all my experiences and the things around me shape my perception. Beyond that, I extend my reach outward.
How does one remain true in a world that mass produces molds and rewards compliance over inner truth? Are we truly alike?
Perceptions. I've gone beyond this point. The world reveals itself to me in a new way. Something here, I believe, is entirely different.
The answer is deep in its simplicity. Of course not. Identities are not ready-made garments. Our roots, our genes, our scars, our stories, they make it impossible to be copies. The pursuit of total sameness is a source of anxiety. To view difference as a threat or a failure to fit in is the real danger.
I believe that this environment has some influence on you, that my perception is true within some degree of certainty, but I've brought myself to another place.
The vow. To be different may cost you isolation, criticism, or even exile. They say fear of the other stems from an inner lack. I do not know the truth of that, but I know this for certain. Every human has the right to exist in a way that mirrors their reality. In the end, we live only with ourselves. We are the sole companions of our own souls, through the nights, in the day, in silence, and in noise, in weakness, and in victory.
The very source of a promise is no longer present, and then I feel a distance, making connections where there are not due. And now I no longer can see you through this. I've brought myself to another place.
Authenticity is not a slogan. It's a solemn vow to be in harmony with who we are, not who we are expected to be. It's a constant courage built from the inside out.
And yet to see from the same perspective that which we all are, we are, washed away by time and fate. Let it come out, for in all that I know and need, I have yours inside the dream.